Hello everyone, in today's lecture I am going to discuss a question on fork system call. In the last few lectures I have described you what a system calls, and it is one of these system call known as fork system call. As you already know that fork system call creates a clone of itself. So in this program we will going to find how many times this fork system call will create a copy of itself according to their different conditions, how the compiler is going to read this program, and what will be the output of this program. This is one of the complicated question I took from the Geeks for the Geeks. I hope you will understand this. So as you can see, please, due to some space constraint, I am not able to write the question more clearly. Please try to understand from this part only. So this is the fork system call first time occurring in the program. So what it will do, it will create a child process. This is your parent, okay, this is your main program, and it is a process, and it will create a child process. This will be fine, clear? And if the child process, what the child process will give you? It will give you negative value or a 0, and the parent always give you positive value, or you can say 1. So if in case of child we are not going to execute this part, this to this is else. Okay, we are not going to execute this for the child, because you already know that child is giving negative value or the 0, and for the 0 this will become false. If condition become false, it will immediately go after this. Okay, so this will give you else part, this else part. Okay, what is the else part? 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Why I am writing this 4? Because it has no relation with this if conditions. It is outer side of the if condition. It is not under the if condition. Please keep this in mind. If condition is starting from here and it is closing here. It has nothing to do with this print. Okay. So I think it is clear to you that why this 3 and 4 is coming, and for this process which is giving 1, that will enter into the if block. Okay, in the if block what we found, if negative of fork, so it means this condition will true for the child only. Okay, because parent will give 1 and it is saying I don't want 1, I want 0. Who will give the 0? Child will give the 0. So parent is, as we found the fork again, so it will create C2 and the parent itself. This is giving sorry, this is giving 1 and this is giving 0. Who will execute? This will not going to execute due to these exclamation marks, because it is showing that I want negative value. Clear? So I will execute this C2 and this will print what this process will print. Okay, we will discuss for this sake of this point. Please hold on for this P, and we entered into the nested if. We will going to execute this fork. Okay, this will also create 2 processes, parent process itself and this C3. Clear? And this state, because it is executing, this will execute 1 and the last one. So this will execute 1 and 4, and this will also execute 1 and 4. Because why these 2 processes are printing 1 and 4? Because they have successfully entered into the if block. They are at the last point of the if block, so they will not going to print the other statements. they will print the 1, or 4 is with everyone. Everyone has to print this 4, and they are individual processes. They are clone of it. We cannot say this will print 1 and 1. This will print 1 and 4, 1 and 4. Clear? And this P, this will not going to execute this part only. This is not, this entered into this one. This you can consider this 1, 2. There are 2 if. So it has passed the first if. So it will not going to print this 3. What it will print? It will print 2. Because this is the if, this is the else case for this if, second if. So it will print 2 and 4. What will be the output? First the process will print 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, and the 3, 4. Okay, I hope you have understand the concept behind this fork system call. If you have any doubts, please ask me. I hope I have delivered what I supposed to deliver. Keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.